I don't know if there is a secret sauce, but having a global program like Priceless certainly doesn't hurt. Um, but when you think about what helps you get to that position, I think it's having a very strong foundation in consumer insights, having a very passionate team that believes in delivering strong creative, and I think it's a consistent dialogue and communication with your consumer audience, which really enables you to build influence. I think we've embraced two-way communication in a way that we haven't historically, and it's unnerving, a little challenging for FIs to get comfortable with the idea of social media and in kind of engaging consumers in a two-way discussion. But I think that that's probably one of the most significant things that we've done. We hired our first full-time community manager just over 18 months ago. The difference internally has been incredible. And I would argue, that probably 80+% of the dialogue that we engage consumers in online is very positive. And it gives us an opportunity as well to be able to direct their questions back to the appropriate channel, whether it's their bank partnership relationship or a retailer where they may have a question. So it's allowed us to do a whole new level of customer service. And the other thing that I think that we've done very well is it's probably more integrated than it's ever been, from sponsorships to brand marketing and digital marketing, but also our bank partner and merchant marketing channels are certainly important to us when it comes to how we manage consumer relationships. I think the mix is still important. I think the mix continues to change. There's more focus and more investment, I would say, on digital than ever before. But for us, a very prominent brand, traditional media still plays a pretty substantial role in terms of how we want to present ourselves to our consumers and certainly with respect to our brand, how we want our brand to be portrayed. I think one of the ones that we're most proud of is our Priceless Cities campaign. And it is, Priceless Toronto is a part of that campaign, but the whole program is a 365-day-a-year program that helps celebrate some of the greatest cities in the world by sharing experiences and offers with our cardholders that we know are interested in travel, that we know are interested in luxury experiences. And it's no small feat to be able to string together a program that connects that many prominent cities in the world and that many prominent cardholders. But I believe that after 2 years of working the program, continuing to evolve the experience and the quality of the marketing, that it's one of the programs that I think we've seen the most success in and the most positive response in. I would say being leading edge. I think it's expected to some degree of the industry, and I think we think of ourselves as much as a technology company as we do a payment brand. And I think we've demonstrated that this year with MasterPass, our own proprietary digital wallet, and the launch of that digital wallet within Canada as well as globally. So I certainly think we're cutting edge in terms of the innovation. I think our engagement certainly is light years ahead of when you look at other brands. I think when you look at programs like Priceless Cities, which is really about engaging consumers on a regular basis and our cardholders on a regular basis, what we've done with our social, what our communications team has done with respect to our conversation suite monitoring, which is a whole new way for us of how we monitor conversations, how we get out in front of conversations. So we take the two-way dialogue really to heart. It's a great way to gain insight into your consumer base. It's a great way to also engage them proactively in their interests. I think what's exciting for us is, there's always room to grow. We've got great new business partnerships that we're happy to have. There's always great programs that we can be doing with, our merchant partnerships with, the likes of partners like WestJet and Canadian Tire and Target, who all issue MasterCard cards. So there's always lots of room to be able to grow those relationships, which I think is fundamental to how we go about marketing. But I think the other things that really, excite and engage us is being able to take a program like Priceless Cities to a whole other level, and in terms of our engagement and what we do with our cardholders in that program. I think the other thing as well, When we look at our product offering, we've got products that meet the everyday needs of cardholders. We've got products that also meet the needs of premium and affluent consumers as well. So I think continuing to drive growth in those areas of our business are really, I think, a great opportunity for us in 2014. It's a great question. I'm a Nike guy. I think I've always found what they've done with Just Do It is, incredibly inspiring. I think they always find human truths in terms of the executions that they put into market. So personally, that's one that I always go back to. I look at what they do online, I look at what they do in many other channels, but I think some of their innovations have been outstanding when I look at the collaborative efforts that they've done with Apple. I think that they've taken their brand to another level in that respect. So there's certainly, professionally, they're ones that I admire and that I try to model some of our behaviors after. Apple. I think they've got product innovation that allows them to do their jobs incredibly well.